What it good be? Hoping to see what it should be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up? It's DJ EFN.
And this is Military Crazy World Podcast. Make some noise! And when I tell you, I swear to God, I literally went to New Orleans and I tried to get with folks. And folks told me, man, you're fucking with the wrong folks. It's not No Limit at the time. It's the Hot Boys. And I didn't know. It was a Puerto Rican girl. She had gold fronts in her teeth. And she said, Walter, you're doing the wrong thing. You better go fuck with the Hot Boy. You better go fuck with. And what I realized was there's real niggas across the world.
Facts.
There's so many different parts of your life that I respect, that I honor, that I watched. And obviously one of them was when you were with the label. Mm-hmm. The other was when you left the label. Mm-hmm. And then the other is when you came back to the label, but then you did so much things. And the thing about it is this. I came to New Orleans so many different times. A lot of people don't know that New Orleans has a Spanish community. So I used to come and be there. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, the whole city respect Chopper City.
Nah, fact.
They whole respect B Jizzle. They respect who BG represents. They respect who, and you know what I did? Man, it was so many times I've tried to connect. I met you at Prodigy video. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that part later. But I was so many times, and when I found out that you came home, because I didn't even realize you did 13 years, 13?
Nah, 12 and a half.
12 and a half.
12 and a half. 13, you might well say 13.
You might as well say 13.
Facts.
And what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to be honest with you. This might be the first time. Where Mr. Lee at? Right here. Where Mr. Lee at? This might be the first time that we're going to start the show off. And I want to start the show off by giving you your flowers.
Man, nah.
Because you know why?
Bro.
1,000,000% you deserve your flowers. I was so excited, man. Like, let me tell you something. Because when you a real one,
wow.
Hey! Wow. And Snoop Dogg said it's better than a Grammy because it comes from your people.
Nah, man. Like,
and he said it comes from your people.
Bro, I'm so humbled, you know what I'm saying, and just so appreciative.
No.
And you know, coming from you, who's the super legend in this, this.
Yeah,
man.
You gonna make some noise for that?
You gonna make some noise for that? Like how much this mean to me?
But I'm not gonna.
You hear me?
Yes,
and they got real flowers in it.
Yes. Let's go. But let me just tell you something, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Had it been anybody else, I'm out in vacation in Puerto Rico and I forgot, and I was like, oh shit, BG is here, and I said, nah. Out of anybody else in this world, I'm flying back for BG.
Nah.
Because you a real one. Come on, let me get it. I'll get up. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest,
That's
bro.
A fact.
No. You deserve this shit.
I appreciate it, bro.
You deserve this shit.
From the bottom of my heart, bro. I appreciate it. You hear me?
And because I'm gonna just tell you something. There's not a lot of real rappers. There's not a lot.
Yeah, nah, it's a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, this thing of ours that we call hip-hop, bro, it's a lot of dudes that's watered down, man. It's just really, you know what I'm saying? Like
he was
really
nice.
not
He said
who they say who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, you didn't just say watered down?
It's crazy, though, because, you know, people get a little fame, people get a little money, man, and they forget where they come from. You know what I mean? And I ain't never been him. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You know
no.
what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've always, you know, just been true to myself. You know what I mean? True to, you know, where I come from and just standing on what's real, man. You know what I mean? And that mean more to me than anything. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
yeah, man.
So I'm gonna bounce around a little bit, right? I'm gonna bounce but this is one of my favorite times. When I seen you, this is when you left Cash Money, right?
Facts.
When you left Cash Money and you just walking through Chopper City and you promoting Chopper City. And but I don't feel like, in my opinion, this is my opinion.
Go ahead.
You wasn't dissing Cash Money, but you were saying, yo, I'm gonna put together my four, and you say these are not the hot boys. These are not the hot boys. And I seen you in the hood. I felt that shit so much because I was down with a person named Tragedy.
Right.
Tragedy was my Birdman.
Right.
And when I seen you go on your own, oh my God, that shit touched me in a way because I was just like, damn. A lot of us don't understand that we're from the hood and we believe in the person that's putting us on, right?
Big facts. Big facts.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? And first and foremost, I just want to say, man, like, you know, Baby and Slim, man, they you know, they saved my life with this music thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let's make
you
the
know,
noise for that. Baby, my man, that's my nigga.
Big facts. Like, you know, it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know, Baby and Slim, and you know, Cash Money changed my life. You know, saved my life. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we went through what we went through. And, you know, I was young,
you
know, wild, you know, reckless, you know what I'm saying? I made some mistakes, you know, they made some mistakes, you know, and as we got older, you know, and as we grew, you know, we was able to have a conversation about it and, you know, really understand both sides, you know, perspective of it, you know what I mean? But when I left, you know, they know me, like, I'm going to say what's on my mind.
But you left
you know,
and you
say
stayed
what's
in the hood.
And facts because...
You walking through with the red shirt on. I'm looking.
You know what's crazy? The reason I was able to come back, you know, to the hood like that, and the hood was able to embrace me.
Now this is the same hood you're all from.
Yeah,
okay.
All us from uptown. You know, from the 3 to the 13, like all us from the hood. But you know, when we made it. And when we got the, you know, the $30 million deal, and you know, when we was on MTV and BET, and you know, doing the world tours and
Jabot jeans everywhere, Reeboks everywhere.
Yes, big facts. Like, I never forgot where I came from. You know what I mean? The same dude I was, you know, when I had $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Was the same dude I was when I got my first $1 million. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I walked away, you know, from the dollar sign, you know what I mean, with pretty much nothing, you know what I mean? I probably had a couple of $100,000, you know what I mean? And I walked away and I just was like, man.
Walked away from Cash Money, you saying?
Yeah. Okay. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when I was up, I was the same dude I was when I was down, you know what I mean? So, you know, the hood embraced me and wrapped their arms around me because they knew, you know what I mean, that, man, like I ain't never changed. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never changed. And, you know, there's a lot of dudes that, you know, when they get up, you know, they get to shitting on their homies, you know, get to talking to their homies reckless, you know, get to treating their people bad, you know, not just being the same person, you know, they was before they got on, man. But I never was him, man. You know what I mean? I'd be, you know, in the barbershop on the block, you know, watching, you know, 106 and Park and seeing, you know what I'm saying? The videos come, like, I you know what I'm saying? I had the Benzes and, you know, all the whips and all that, you know, I leave off tour and come post up, you know, on the block, you know, just chilling because that's where, you know, I felt comfortable at, man. So, you know, it wasn't nothing, man, for the hood to, you know, just wrap their arms around me, man, because at the end of the day, when I was up, I ain't never forgot, you know, where I came from.
He's the same person.
Now, let me ask you, because Here's one of the parts of the story when I'm looking, and I always thought No Limit and Cash Money was like Bloods and Crips, right? I'm from New York, so you gotta actually let me get away with this, right?
Nah, facts,
you gotta let me get it because I'm an outsider
facts,
looking in.
Facts.
But when you research you say, damn, PG and Soulja Slim was damn near best friends.
Nah, big facts. Big facts.
But Soulja Slim represented No Limit.
Big facts.
Right?
Big facts.
So I'm looking and I'm like, because I knew this, but as I'm researching it now, I'm saying, holy shit, this was actually what we would affiliate to Bloods and Crips
Nah,
now.
facts.
Now.
And you know, Slim was originally supposed to be on Cash Money for.
See, I don't know this.
You
Please,
know what I mean?
please tell me this. Please tell me. Come on, motherfucker. Please tell me this. Wait, so hold on, tell me that. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Real,
Okay.
Nah, because, you know, it was a group, UNLV, you know, who was signed to Cash Money, you know, like previously the dudes that I came up under, you know what I mean? And, you know, he was featured, you know, on the UNLV album. And, you know, Slim was a cold-blooded gangster, like, for real. Like, Slim just was, you know, different. Like, you know.
Are we talking Calio, Magnolia?
Slim Magnolia to the bone.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Slim from the Magnolia Projects.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, he started, you know, on the Parkway with KLC. You know what I mean? With
The producer.
The producer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, facts. And yeah, man, Slim, but Slim had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't think.
I don't think you ever talked about this.
Nah, man. But back then, like I said, you know, we was just young niggas. You know what I'm saying? We was wildin'. I don't even think we had realized, you know, how much, you know, rap and music, you know, could change our lives. Like, we just was doing it for the love of the music at the time, you know what I mean? And just doing it for the city, you know, representing, you know, where we came from, representing our hoods, representing our wars and things of that nature. But, you know, Slim was going back and forth to jail for carjackings and, you know, attempted murders, armed robberies. You know what I'm saying? Like, all type of shit. Like, so, you know, finally, you know, when Slim, I think Slim had caught his last Joe's, you know what I mean? And he came home and, you know, KLC, you know what I'm saying, pulled him under his wing and, you know, No Limit was, you know what I mean? At the top of the game.
was producer for No Limit.
Yeah, he was producer for No Limit. Nah,
Here's my next question.
Absolutely.
Soulja Slim also had his ties to C Murder.
Nah, facts. That came from when he went to No Limit, facts.
Okay,
Facts.
so how was you and C Murder's relationship? Because, I mean, I'm an outsider looking in, so I'm asking this out of ignorance.
Me and C Murder relationship came through Slim.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? Like you know,
crazy connection.
Me and Slim.
Great, because as a fan, I want to know this. I'm asking this as a fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah. Facts. Me and C Murder relationship, you know, pretty much came through Slim. You know what I'm saying? You know, after Slim was murdered, you know what I mean, and I understood and respected, you know, the relationship that Slim and C had, and then C ended up falling on his murder charge, and you know he reached out to me, you know, to get on the record. Oh, y'all done heard of me? You know what I mean?
But was that when you was in jail too, or no?
Nah.
Okay,
I was out.
I was
out. You know, C Murder was in. You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me, you know, to get on the record. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a fan of No Limit. You know what I mean? And they whole movement.
We always wanted to hear that.
What they
No, we heard that even. I think Baby kind of even said that to us.
Facts.
And P even said it was mutual respect.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not only that, like if you really do your history and your homework, like you'll know that Mac was on my first Chopper City album. Like Mac is my brother. Like me and Mac, you know, grew up together.
Okay.
Mia X is like a, you know, big sister to me. Like you know, we go back 25 years, you know what I'm saying? Fiend, you know, we used to live like a block away from each other, you know, when I was in elementary school. Like, you know, I got ties to a bunch of artists, you know, on No Limit. Like, I mean, the city's small.
Right.
It's kind of big, but it's small.
See, the city's small to y'all, but to us, when we see Calio, we see Magnolia, we thinking this is...
listen, all that's in like a 4-5 block radius, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Calio right here, Magnolia right here, Milfamine right here, 13 wall right here, and then the 17 wall like right back here. So... And it's all uptown, but man, all that shit 5-10 minutes away from each other. You know what I mean?
Let me just tell you, as a New Yorker,
popping, you now, you know what I'm saying?
This my friend, this my brother EFN. I don't know how you looked at it.
What?
No, I'm talking about looking at it. But we thought like Calio and Magnolia.
Hell nah, that's 5-10 minutes. Man, that's 5
minutes. We thought y'all was...
And if you know the cuts and the streets and the boop-bop,
it's really 4 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You hit more
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Go up, bop, bam, and you right there in the project. You know what I'm saying? From one project to the next in like 5 minutes.
Wow.
Nah, big facts. Big facts.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a story. I went to try to do a record with No Limit. I couldn't reach them, right?
Okay.
So I was telling them where my brother-in-law at. My brother-in-law. So I went to the W Hotel. It's in between.
Right in the CBD.
Right in this joint.
I know exactly where you at.
And there's this Puerto Rican girl, and she came to me and she said, No Limit, not the shit no more. And I said, what? And she said, you better go fuck with them Cash Money boys.
Nah.
And I said, okay. And I reached out to Baby. That's why me and Baby to this day, it's cool.
Facts.
And Baby said, you sure? You won't fuck with us? I said, yeah. you know I know. So I said, yeah. And it was Juvie. So let me just tell you something. A lot of people think that Jay-Z worked with Juvie first. That's not the fake.
That's
it's
not
me.
Yeah.
It's me. I worked with Cash Money first. This is documented. You can do it. It's from 1999 on my album.
Yeah.
And Baby said to me, fuck with my niggas. And he introduced me to you, introduced me to Juvie.
Facts.
The only person I didn't understand was Lil Wayne. I couldn't get it at that time. He was so young.
Right.
I couldn't get it.
Right.
But I wanna go to there. I watched y'all documentaries. You had about 3 or 4 documentaries. I'm sitting there like this. So I forgot Birdman's brother that passed away.
Eldridge.
Okay.
Eldridge, yeah.
So I'm looking, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I want you to answer me honestly too. I know you are, because you don't know how to be fake. I know that. But when I watch that shit, and I'm talking about this is Skinny BG, and I'm so happy. I'm watching you. But what do you think that you were happy because this was your first time getting out the hood, or you were just happy because this is the first opportunity you had? What do you think?
I mean, I ain't even lying. Like, you know, before we even got the deal, like, you know, we had been, you know, had the South on lock and, you know, been getting money and, you know, been doing units and been popping bottles and, you know, doing our thing, man. I think I was just most so happy that, like, damn, like, we've, like, man, because when you come from the hood, like, you really can't see past the hood for real. You know what I mean? Like, and I never, in my wildest dreams, you know, would have thought that we would have reached, you know, the levels of success that we was able to reach. And, you know, for Wayne to, you know, be the golden, you know, for Cash Money to been in, you know, define the whole era and, you know, for the Cash Money brand to just be as big as it is, and you know, for Juvenile to still be getting plaques from 400 degrees, like 25 years later, like. You know what I mean? Just, you know, for me to have a word in a dictionary, like bling bling, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, man, bro, coming from where I come from, bro, like, you don't, bro, like, you can't even see past 25 for real. Like,
I gotta have a drink. I don't know whatever drink you got. I gotta have a drink. Oh, it came on time. Look at this. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you,
man. So.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I just was having fun, bro. I'm
gonna be honest with you. Let me give you your flowers. I seen hood niggas make it before, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I never seen hood niggas make it like y'all.
Nah, big facts, man. Nah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. When you came home, I'm gonna ask you about this, but I'm gonna ask you about this later.
Okay.
You made a diss record towards Cash Money.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I ever in my life seen a person make a diss record and get a pass for it. Like niggas was like, the nigga got a right. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, man, listen.
I've never heard no response. I've never heard. No, I'm dead serious.
Because when you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong, man. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, at the end of the day, man, like I say, man, you know, man, bro, the bros know, like, man, just will be tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, they know, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I get in my feelings, I spaz out. You know what I mean?
Look, because I believe Turk was on here and you was like, man, tell Turk to shut the fuck up. I'm like, you just told Turk to shut up. And then just told everybody, shut up too. At the same time. And I'm like, I had never seen that before.
Sound like family talk, though.
No, but you know what? That's family. That's family.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes, bro, everything ain't for everybody.
Everything for everybody. But what is it? You had to get that off your chest?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I did. Absolutely. I had to get that off my chest. You know what I mean? And, you know, niggas understand it. Like, you know, we done talked about it, and you know, it's all
we had a whole meeting about it. We was like,
man,
this nigga BG is crazy. Shitting on everybody, and they cool with it. I said, this nigga I'm dead serious. Cause I'm like, holy, and I know Birdman. I know him.
Man, Birdman raised me, bro. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Like, you know, that's like a father figure to me. You know what I'm saying? Him and Slim. You know what I mean? I got the utmost love for him, the utmost, you know, respect for him. Like, it's gonna always be like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes, like, you know, shit, you know what I mean? And, you know, we laugh about it, we joke about it, but...
On a private plane, I imagine.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
You're not joking about it in Rob Playland.
Man, listen, even after that, I'm gonna be like, bitch, look, bitch, you know you're down bad, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Ron, come on now, don't do me that. You know what I'm saying? It's me. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, man, it's deeper than rap, man. You know what I mean? It's deeper than rap, man, and the love and respect, you know what I'm saying, going always be there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, you know, in the booth and you know, in the studio, you know what I mean? You know, when you just getting them emotions out and just getting them feelings out and
releasing.
Just, you know, speaking from the heart, like, you know, shit just come out, you know what I mean? And, you know, I just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just come out, man. And you know, but at the end of the day, man, you know, I'm always be, you know, like, you know, I live and breathe, you know what I'm saying, for Chopper City, man. But, you know, Cash Money gonna always be my home, man.
I love
that. What I mean?
I love that.
That's why, you know what I'm saying?
But do you realize, like, when it comes to the real nigga category, and I don't even want to use the word nigga, right?
Yeah.
But real, it's Tupac, DMX, and then it's BG.
Oh man, that's a hell of a lineup. You heard me? Man, like, nah, that's
I don't even put myself in there.
Hey, nah.
I ain't even put myself in there. But what I'm saying is, do you realize that? You realize, like, Like let me tell you something. I love you, man. I love who you represent. I love who you are, and it was a blessing for me to just go and reiterate your category, and I just kept looking, and I was just like, damn. I just kept telling my son. My son is right there. He's my son.
Yeah,
he right there. Yeah, his son here.
PG,
and I just kept telling him, I was like, yo, man. I kind of don't admire any other rappers.
Nah.
But I admire you.
Man, come on, bro. Don't do me that.
No,
bro.
That's serious.
That's serious. That, bro.
That's serious. That's the reason why Birdman's telling you, yo, I'm gonna call you because I told Birdman this. I said, yo, man, when y'all was at the outs, I never had an opinion.
Right.
I feel like y'all should make it right.
Nah, big facts. Big facts.
Slim, I told it to Slim.
And he knew, like, back then, like, I was like, just a young, rebellious, child, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why he never answered me or never, responded, you know what I mean? Because I'm talking about, when my mama's house was a stash house, you know what I mean? Back in the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we go way back, you know what I mean? So, I guess he just looked at it like, man, that's my just young, wild, reckless, rebellious child. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even much you heard me? I'm gonna just let him vent. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna answer. You heard me? You know what I mean?
So let me ask you,
that's just how that makes sense.
As a person, like I just told you, Trash put me on. Trash is like my Birdman, right? And it was a certain point where Trash did something where I was just like, man, I can't forgive this. And I made a diss record after he made a diss record, right?
Right.
I regret it. This is me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you should regret it. But what was the breaking point where you felt like, damn? Was it when you was in jail or was it when you came home?
What, far as what?
Like, as far as like, damn, man, let me say something. Let me get this off my chest, like how we speaking earlier.
You mean like just...
It was before he went in.
Yeah, that was way before I went to jail. I went to jail in 2011.
Yeah, because I seen that in the documentary.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I left Cash Money, 2002, 2003, you know what I mean? So I ain't go to jail to, 2011, you know what I mean? But... I think our first time really, just is when his little sister Tamara died in the car wreck. You know what I'm saying? God bless Tamara, man. You know what I mean? Like, may she rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But I think she died in a car wreck in like 2007. You know what I mean? And me and Myra was like the same age. You know what I mean?
And
like,
you reached out to him?
And me and Myra grew up together. That was like a sister to me. Like, that was my sister. You know what I mean? And, just as much as I knew it was hurting him, it was hurting me. And one night, he was on the radio with Q93, you know what I mean, with Wild Wayne, man. Shout out to Wild Wayne. And I heard him on the radio, and I called in, you know what I mean?
Live.
And I called in live, man. And Wild Wayne plugged, both us in on the air together, you know what I mean? And I just let him know, that I love him, I was sorry for his loss, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And then that's, when we started, just mending, the relationship and just, just really just forgiving each other for everything that had happened, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was the first time that I remember is when Tamara died in a car crash.
Let's make some noise. Let me just tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something that no one wants to tell you. Rough Riders. Rockefeller. I don't even remember any other crews, but I don't even know if I'm a part of this crew. But the fact when Cash Money got back together, That was the best thing we've ever seen in hip hop.
Oh yeah.
You got to remember, we seen when y'all was at the top.
Nah, big facts, big facts.
And then we seen y'all lose. I mean, y'all do it. Y'all go down. And then we had the Turk thing, and Turk said that y'all was wearing fake watches. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking. Did you saw that? Cause
man, yeah, I seen it, man. But we ain't even gonna eat much.
Let's stay positive.
Yeah, nah.
But let me just tell you. Let me just tell you something. I'm gonna just tell you something. As an outsider looking in, as an insider looking out.
Right.
When y'all got this shit together, we all industry motherfuckers is looking like, damn.
Nah.
We wish we could be y'all.
Oh yeah,
real shit. Come on. You don't think Rough Riders wish that? You don't think Rockefeller?
Oh, this bird right here.
Let's go, goddamn it. Let's go, goddamn it.
What's up, bitch?
What you on, bro?
I'm live on Drink Champs.
Tell N.O.R.E know myself.
Nah, he could hear you. Hold on.
You know I love you, Birdman. Come on, bro. You know me and you got a different relationship. We good. Real talk. That's right. Oh shit, yo, you know. We giving BG his flowers. Tremendously. He has to have it. Yes.
That feel a little gangster. He did it the right way, so.
We got him. All right, my brother.
Hey. Okay. I'ma hit you as soon as I finish, huh? All right, look. All right.
So I just want to be honest, because you living in the moment that you might not understand if you live in it. Y'all doing the most historical shit. That tour that y'all doing right now.
Yeah.
What are y'all living in right now? After all these years later.
Nah, man. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
It's the most historical shit.
Yeah, nah. It really. I mean, it's humbling. You know what I mean, to me, right? You know what I mean. But it just really. Cause for real, when I got that 14-year sentence, bro, I thought it was over.
14 years.
You know what I'm saying? Them people gave me 14 years, 168 months. You know what I mean? And you know, when they gave me all that time, bro, I really thought it was over with. Like, I thought they closed the curtains on me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's hard to remain relevant in this rap thing, you know, for a month.
Right. And who was the rappers that reached out to you? Boosie?
Yeah, Boosie held me down, man. Walked me all the way to the door. T.I., you know what I mean? Like, my man Mano, you know what I'm saying? Birdman, you know what I mean? But
Mano from New York?
Absolutely. That's my brother, man. You know what I mean?
That's my nigga,
too. Mano like this here, man. We go all the way back. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, but for real, I couldn't see that far. You heard me? You know what I mean? Like, I really couldn't see that far, man. And it took, you know, maybe like 5, 6 years into my sentence.
To the bed.
You know, that I started feeling like, damn, man, like, you know, I might got another shot at it, man. You know, with you could kind of, once you get over the hump, you know, you could pretty much, you know, see the end and know how you gonna walk it down. Right. And, you know, with social media and Instagram and, you know, all the different platforms that's out here now, you know, that you could just stay active on.
Stay connected, right.
Stay connected and
was you recording
relevant.
Music in there?
You know what I mean?
Or no?
Nah, man, like, I mean...
Bob's Cartel recorded music. Man, you see all these people recording music now?
Man, them people pulled me up when I first got in there and told me, you know, that if I get caught, you know, rapping on the phone or doing anything, you know what I'm saying? They was with me on 23 and 1. You know what I'm saying?
No
like,
way.
period. Yeah.
Oh, they were on you.
Man, them people was on me out the gate.
Yeah,
you know
I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Like, they wasn't having it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I done been caught, you know, with knives and cell phones and, you know, different shit, but I never tried them like that, you know what I mean? Because I already knew you know, in the feds is different. You know what I mean? Like anything that
you was in the feds,
you know,
not the state.
Nah, yeah, I was in the feds.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's anything, you know, that you can make money off of, or you know, you could. Man, the feds don't play like that.
They'll tack more shit on you.
Hell yeah, they book your ass. You know what I'm saying? like they ain't going for it. You know what I mean? So, you know, but like I was saying, man, in the beginning, I was a little bitter. You know, I was
Let me ask you. Why was you bitter?
Because I felt like I was over sentenced.
Yeah, he thought it was done.
From the sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, I just felt like
it seemed hopeless.
I was over sentenced. Yeah, man, because you know I done seen T.I. get a year and a day, and Gucci get 3 years, and Beanie got a year and a day. Like all these dudes had
you got 14. You like what the
case
fuck?
I had, right? Gun charge. You know what I mean? And they got these slaps on the wrist.
Even Weezy got a year.
Even Weezy got a year and a day in New York. It was state, but it was a year and a day. So I'm like, shit, I'm a rapper too. Let me get the rapper deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want the rapper deal?
I'm like, man, let me get the rapper deal, man. You know what I mean? But
that is crazy. That's true what you said.
I'm talking
that must have been crazy to hear that sentence.
I'm talking about, man, they smacked me over the head, man. You heard me with the homie the clown joint. You heard me? I'm saying? Like, the homie don't play that. You heard me?
But what you don't know,
you know what I'm saying?
In case you don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You had probably the most support on the streets. You probably didn't see it. Your people probably saw it.
Yeah.
Your people saw it, but you probably didn't want to hear it. They was probably calling you like, they got your back.
Nah. Facts. Nah, I was seeing it. I was hearing about it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was feeling it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The fans, like, man, the fans was incredible on my bed, man. You heard me? Like, I used to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of letters, you know what I mean, from fans just telling me, keep your head up, we with you, stay focused. We can't wait till you get home, like, sending me cards, pictures, and like that alone, kept me motivated. You know what I mean? I used to get more love from fans than motherfuckers that, I knew on the streets. You know what I mean? Like the fans was so supportive. So I'ma always, just appreciate the fans and just have love for them, for the love that they had for me during my bid, man.
Well, let me just tell you something. We've been doing this for 9 years, right?
9 years. Going into our 10th year.
And I know the algorithms. And when I just tweeted out, we got BG. Let me just tell you something.
Lit up.
Your fans serious. I'm just being honest. I might have to erase the tweet. I said, this is too much. This is too much. And I had to call y'all. Listen, I might miss my flight. And then they was like, we're here for you, N.O.R.E. I said, fuck, I'm making my flight. I said, I'm making my flight. I made it. Listen, anybody else, I would have probably been like, you know what I mean?
100% he would have.
I would have missed it. Yeah, I would have been like, man, fuck that. But you know what? This is 1,000,000% something. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You really deserve your flowers.
Man,
Not just here, but in real life.
Yeah, facts. I done put my work in, bro. You heard me? I done put my work in, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't finished. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I got a lot more, you know what I'm saying, to contribute, man, to the culture, man. So, I'm just glad, man, that I'm free. You know that I got another shot at it, man. And yeah, man, I'm a rep, man. I'm a rep, man, for the real, man.
So let me ask you, Birdman was not asleep on stage.
Nah, hell nah.
They explained that. They said he was reading some.
Yeah, nah. All right, so you come on, bro. You done did arena days.
Yeah,
right? You know
I did a lot.
So you know when
the set list, right?
When they had a set list tape, to the flow and the list of songs and what's coming on next and all that. So you know what I'm saying? He's reading, seeing what's coming up next. He just got caught from a bad angle. You know what I'm saying? He got caught from a bad angle, and then I pull up on some, just
hyping him out the way.
Not hyping him, on some wipe me down, just on some,
it looks like you push him out the way.
But it looks funny. But nah, Ron wasn't sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ron ain't never did a hard drug ever, man. You know what I'm saying? He used to be on us.
Okay.
I done seen shit on the internet about him being on fentanyl and him being on this and being on that, bro. And we had a good laugh about it. Like, we joked off it. You know what I'm saying? I joked off him. Like, we joked off each other. But, yeah, nah, he was reading the song list.
Okay, because you know, I'm going to be honest with you. It looked like it was finally y'all time to be the big homies. That's what it looked like. It looked like Lil Wayne was like, because it looked like Lil Wayne was like, let's go, nigga. That's what it looked like. I'm outside looking at him. So I'm looking like...
Yeah, nah, and this ain't me just trying to clean it up. I'm just being 100% real with it, man.
Okay.
He was reading the song list, man. You know what I mean? Because I have to gaze down there at times because the show probably an hour, damn near 2 hours for real. You know what I'm saying? We got the first Cash Money set, bam, then Wayne come out, then bam, then Wayne bring us back out, you know, for the Hot Boys set. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's you know what I'm saying? By the time, it's probably like a 2 hour set, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's yeah, man, like, and motherfuckers just be trying to make sure I know what's coming up next. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be on point.
Yeah, so you look.
And I think,
I know that.
Yeah, nah, facts.
I know that because I be like that too.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a big fact.
You know when you look at this. Okay.
And they got a teleprompter right there too. They got the teleprompter, but then you got the list. You know what I'm saying? Taped to the flow, so it's like 5 sheets with all the songs, with probably about 10 songs on each. You know what I'm saying? Sheet. And, you know, Ron just got caught up reading the list, bro, and it just looked like...
And they clipped that
I like how you keep calling it wrong. I like how you keep calling it wrong. You know I'm catching on.
There probably was some shit, you heard me what I'm saying? So, nah, but it's all gravy, though, man. Ain't about nothing, man. It's like, you know, he ain't tripping. He like, man, all press is good press. We ain't tripping.
It's hilarious.
The arena's still selling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep getting this bag, and it is what it is.
Let's make some noise for that. All right. So we're going to play a game. You want to explain the rules?
Yeah. We're going to bring who's drinking over here?
Okay, because he's not drinking.
Nah, I got this little Kool-Aid right here. This
so who is your designated drinker? You got to have somebody from New Orleans.
Designated drinker from the N.O.R.E. Damn, bro. None of my niggas drink.
Oh, you can have, or Sonny D will happily.
Man, Big Booby Black. Come on. Big Booby Black. Big Booby Black, BWH
Chopper City? Chopper City?
And Charlie just want to drink because he loves BG.
Charlie, let's go.
Original Magnolia gangster right here, man.
Yes.
You heard me? Big facts. Big facts.
All right.
I'm not going to lie to you. Me going to Magnolia might have been the illest thing I've ever witnessed.
Bro, this is a Magnolia legend right here. Though.
I've never seen
nigga, this a
Magnolia
hood
like Magnolia. Magnolia is a different place.
He went to the old Magnolia, too.
I went
the middle of the world.
They call it what?
The middle of the world.
The middle of the world.
I agree. No, I promise. And I went to the 1998 Magnolia. I went to the
when the bricks was up.
When the bricks was up. I was there like this. And then I went to where's he murder from? Calio. I went to the Calio. And I said, why are you living here? Okay, so you gonna drink?
No, he good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he good. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we ready? Who got the questions?
All right, so we're gonna give you 2 choices.
Okay.
If you pick one, we not drinking. But if you don't pick, we drinking.
This is a horrible first question.
So this for me or him?
For you.
All right,
he's
so
a
how I go?
designated drinker.
All right, cool. All right, so
we're giving you 2 names. If you pick one, we not drinking.
All right.
If you say both of them, and neither. But you know, we want stories. It's really about bringing up any stories you got.
Bet. Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah. I pick one we drinking.
If you pick one, we not drinking.
Tell us a story if you have one with them.
Okay. Yeah. If you pick, we not drinking though.
So I'm gonna ask the first one because I definitely let me just say it and then I'll say it.
I bet.
Soulja Slim or Tupac? I definitely want a Soulja Slim story.
Soulja Slim.
Okay.
Soulja Slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, Soulja Slim, like our New Orleans Tupac, man. You know what I mean?
That is the New Orleans Tupac.
You know, now, big facts, like, you know, one of the realest niggas that ever done it, you know what I mean? And you know, I mean, you know, when it come down to, I got a million, you know what I'm saying, Soulja Slim stories, man, but you know what I mean? Like,
wasn't y'all supposed to do an album together?
We did an album together.
Okay.
Boy, it ended up getting leaked, man. You heard me? Like,
so it was unofficial when it came out.
Man, we had just finished recording it, man, and when he got killed, it was in his Cadillac truck, right? You know what I mean? So
the album was in his Cadillac?
Yeah, he was listening to it. It was on the, you know, back then we had CDs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So the disc was literally in his CD player, right? So when he jumped out the truck, he left the car door open, and the truck ended up being part of the crime scene. So they ended up towing his truck to the motherfucking pound, you know, to the police, whatever. And, you know, somebody from there stole a disc, you know,
so the
out
disc wound up being evidence.
And now man, whoever stole the truck out the police pound ended up leaking it, bro. And next thing you know, that bitch just spread it like wildfire, man.
That's crazy.
And fucked our whole bag up. You know what I mean? But
fuck.
Yeah, man.
I was about to make some noise for that, but then I thought about it.
Nah, but it's cool though, because you know, a lot of people don't know we still gotta, cause I'm gonna go back in there and retouch that joint up a little bit, and then there's some unreleased songs, you know, that we have. So I'm gonna still put out a BG and Soulja Slim album, you know, somewhere in the near future, man. That's a fact.
And would that be on Chopper City Records, or would that be on?
That would be on Cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know his mama, Lil Soulja Slim, you know, Lil Peaches, you know, they still running Cutthroat Committee. So it would definitely be a joint. Project, man. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of y'all ain't understanding what he just said. Like he making sure he
taking care. Yeah.
This is why I let you. There ain't a lot of niggas. Listen, trust me. I'm taking a shot. Fuck it. Okay, you gotta do the next one.
Juvenile Wayne.
Take a shot.
Hey, don't leave the witness.
I'm saying, but Juven said itself, man. Weezy the GOAT, man.
So both we drinking.
Nah, I'm saying, nah, facts.
Okay, but we still drinking. Fuck it.
No, he said both. We drinking. Jay-Z or DMX?
DMX.
Okay, tell us why.
Oh man, bro, DMX just different, bro. That raw, you know, uncut.
And you was on tour with him, and on tour with Jay-Z too.
The Cash Money Rough Riders
tour is insane.
You know, DMX just remind me of me, bro. Cause you know what's crazy? I could have easily been DMX story. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I didn't OD before. You know, woke up in the hospital. You know, tubes all in me and the whole 9 yards. But you know, I mean, I relate to Jay-Z 100%, but. Man, X just, bro, he had the whole world balking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like X just,
different.
X just got a, man.
You can feel his pain through
you can feel the pain through the music. You heard me? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go X, bro, and there's no shade to Jay. I love Jay. Like, I'm a super Jay fan, but I'm gonna go X, bro. I gotta go X.
And what date you was born? September
3rd, 1980.
Okay.
My 80s baby.
And guess what date Soulja Slim was born?
September 9th.
Guess what date I'm born? September 6th.
Nah, big Virgo vibes.
Nigga. So you the 3rd, I'm the 6th, and this nigga's the 9th.
Bro, we gotta do a Virgo party. We gotta.
Oh, big! Oh, yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I'm ready for Virgo party. Yeah, in New Orleans.
In New Orleans, man, let's get it.
I'm just looking like,
we gonna bring out the Spanish community.
That's right. You know I'm bringing out the Latino community.
Come on,
you
bro.
know I'm bringing out the Latino community.
I got you. Let's get it. We locked in. Lock that in. We locked it in for September. Virgo party. N.O.R.E. and B Jizzle. It's official, and that's what it is.
Yes, now I'm hyped. now. I'm starting to sweat. Shit's coming down on me. Good.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't have done this one.
What? Okay, my bad. What is this?
Birdman or Master P?
Birdman, come on. That's like, really? Hey, who these questions coming from? You hear me? Like,
It's the Dominican and Colombian.
Turk or C Murder?
I gotta go with the Brody Tiggy, man. You heard me?
I like
Come on,
that.
Man. I'm gonna keep it on. That's the whole team, man. You heard me?
I love
Shout out
loyalty.
to Turk, man. Free C Murder, man. You heard me? Big facts.
I love
Facts.
y'all loyalty, man. I love that it got shaky for a second, but I love the fact that y'all all picked it up together and said, you know what?
Nah,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Sir.
Let's get it.
Sorry.
Fiend or Currency?
Oh, man. Damn.
And you could take a shot, just in case. I mean, that's why he here.
Just let me know what you want to do. I got your back, you heard me? I got your back, baby.
He's like, please, let's drink.
Hey, nah, for real, cause I'm a Fiend fan and I'm a Currency fan. Like both of them, my bros. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. You a New Orleans nigga. Let's just be clear.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
I'll take a shot for you. I'll take
a shot.
You like a Brooklyn nigga. This Brooklyn niggas can't choose.
Man, I got to go Fiend, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to go Fiend, man.
Can't reverse that shot.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, me and Fiend go way back like jumping jacks.
Right. And he was also on No Limit.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Facts. Currency was on Cash Money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Big facts, man. Both of them the bros, man. Me and Currency, me and Fiend just dropped. Matter of fact, Fiend on my new album, Freedom of Speech.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We just dropped a video together about 2 weeks ago. And me and Currency, you know what I'm saying? We just dropped a video about a month or two ago. You know what I mean? So, man, both of them my bros. I love them, bro. Man, they both raw as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So I gotta ask, right? This is for me.
Yeah.
As a New Yorker, we thought that you can't be cool with No Limit and Cash Money. That's what we thought. No, I'm just being honest, right? What's wrong?
I mean, there might have been a time that could be true, though.
There was a time. It was
at one point.
It was a time where you definitely had to pick a side, right? You know what I mean? Especially in the city, right? You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of street politics involved. You know what I'm saying? It was, because they had an entourage of, super goons and super killers around them. And, we had an entourage of super goons and super killers around us that really, had...
That sounds like a super problem.
I know exactly what you mean. It makes sense.
And it was real street beef involved, like, where it was, the bloodshed, like, during the mid 90s and, all that. So, that shit could have got dangerous. Like, that shit was, dangerous. So we kind of, yeah, man. I'm just,
so I mean, at that time, could you not work with a No Limit artist?
We wasn't. Yeah, back then in the beginning, ain't wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though, we had our relationships, me, like I say,
like on the
Slim,
side.
Yeah, we had our relationships on the side, but just you know what I mean? I think, Baby got a big super ego. Right. P got a big super ego. You know what I mean? And, even if we wanted to work together, them niggas wouldn't have cleared that shit. That's what it is. I'm just keeping it all the way real.
I interviewed Baby and I interviewed Master P, and they answered the same exact way. They're like, not really.
It wasn't. But now though, it's more, a friendlier vibe. Niggas done grew up. Niggas done evolve. Like, niggas on some, just some grown up shit. Like, and it's a whole different vibe now. But back then, no, it wasn't safe. It wasn't. It wouldn't.
So let me ask you a personal question. Would you had want to change that back then? Like, if there was a person you wanted to work with?
It was Soulja Slim, Mac, Mia X. Yeah, man.
Mystical?
Soulja Slim, Mac, Mia X. You know, I fuck with Mystical, you know what I'm saying? But Soulja Slim, Mac, and Mia X.
Mia X is...
You wanted to...
Yeah, that would have been the top 3, you know what I mean, that I would have wanted to work with.
And you couldn't at that time?
And we wasn't even... You know what I mean?
Wasn't crossing the line.
It wasn't even a thought in nobody's head. Like, it wasn't happening.
It wasn't even what he said. It's his face. His face said, man. What you want me to do, no? Like, yo, that's real. That's real.
Nah, for real.
That's loyalty, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I worked with Cash Money very early on.
Big facts.
And y'all all came to the studio together, and y'all all left the studio together.
Nah, yeah,
and
one move, all move.
Yeah, I respected that.
As a unit.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's the first time I realized that you could put 5 pieces of pork on pizza. These niggas had ham, bacon. They had all. I was like, damn, how can you fit all that on the pizza?
They call that motherfucker the meat lovers, you know?
And I'm looking at Fabulous, and Fabulous is like, yo, man, Lil Wayne came to my studio session, and he did $100,000 worth of bottles, and he left. I was like, damn, nigga, he didn't do that to me, but them niggas they ordered a lot of pork in my pizza. But
what a side note.
nah, okay, come on, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one.
Get it.
400 Degrees of the Carter.
Oh, fuck, man. Why you gonna trap me?
Yeah, we trying to get your homie drunk. We trying to get your homie drunk. Okay, we ready.
Hey, both of them Jones is classics,
Be careful,
bro.
you know he
Take this one. Don't answer that one. Don't answer that one. Let me go to the next one, bro.
Hey,
I got you, baby.
Nah, that was
Look, this nigga still want to answer.
I'm thinking about it.
You focus. Go ahead.
But I'm
Still
just
answer.
like, damn, bro, that's a hard pill of swallowing right there.
But you ain't got
Right,
to answer.
right.
You heard
I gotta
that?
answer.
Now you ain't got to
That's
answer.
very difficult.
Yeah, nah, big
It's very
facts, man.
difficult.
Come on.
Yeah, next one.
Let's go.
Jada Kiss or Nas?
Jada Kiss, man. Kiss, man.
Kiss of that.
Kiss in my top 5 dead or alive, man.
Okay,
You heard me?
I'm taking a shot for that.
You heard me?
I'm not supposed to, right?
Man, hey. Man, Kiss
Hey,
in my
relax.
top 5 dead or alive.
Tell me who I can do whatever I want.
That's a fact. Hey, who be fucking with Kiss, man? Man, what?
Nah, that's real shit. It's real
You hear
shit.
me?
Real
Kiss one of the hardest niggas.
I just want to get this nigga drunk again. Come on.
Alright,
He ready.
Let's go.
He want to get drunk.
He's like, it could be nothing against nothing.
Be like, BG, you picking too much. You picking too much. He want to get drunk. Come on.
That mean I'm getting them right or something when y'all ain't got to whop that jump?
When I whop that means you ain't got to say nothing.
All right.
Take the bullet, yo.
By the way,
N.O.R.E. them, they from the game. They gonna come with
he's ready. He's ready. I'm ready for him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mia X or Shauna?
Mia X.
Oh yeah. We need Mia X, man.
Yeah, no.
We need.
Big legend. You hear me?
But Mia X is a legend.
Nah,
Man, super
Very
legend.
Yo, she's a lyrical
She one of the
beast.
first, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about she come up in that, that Missy, or Eve,
She could
know,
spit.
that whole era right there of females when they was really, you heard me? When they was really rapping. You know what I'm saying? When they was really, man, Mia X the truth, man. You heard me? Yeah, I
That's why,
fuck with Big.
that's why I love it. He know his hip hop. Of
course.
He know his hip hop. He's exactly correct. Go ahead, continue.
Rough Riders or Rockefeller?
Y'all was on tour with them both. Be very careful because your man want to drink. And I want to drink too.
Hey.
Don't do it. Think about it. The whole New York is watching this. Please be careful.
Come on, come on, man. Rest in peace, X, man. I gotta go with Rough Riders, man.
I love this.
You know what I'm saying? I got to go with the Riders, man. You hear me?
So we should drink for X.
We drink big facts.
And you was on tour with X.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay.
Like Cash Money Rough Riders tour. It was me, Juvie, Weezy, Hot Boys, Big Timers, DMX, Eve, The Locks, Dragon, Swiss.
No, that was a crazy tour.
Like, I was
on 2 dates to that tour.
I'm talking about when I say
they didn't let me stay.
I think we started off in New York and ended in Cali. Like, we cross country that joint, and when I tell you, that was one of the best tours that I've ever been on.
That's one of the best hip hop tours in ever.
Big facts.
Cash Money, Rough Rider, Rockefeller Tour. It was one of the best hip hop tours in life. I think I only did 2 dates. I don't even think they actually invited me. I think I just showed up. Yeah, I think it was one of those. And then when they realized it, it's like, you not invited back.
This nigga funny, man.
I was like, damn. But that. Cause they're like, nigga, we already got enough hood niggas here.
hey, that show was. I ain't gonna lie though, that show was.
That shit was.
I think Ja Rule was on a few dates.
Yeah, that's it. Me and Ja Rule, me
Benzino, Made Men. You know what I'm saying? Was on a few dates.
You on point. You on point. Listen. So I only made 2 dates. I was so even. I was like, I can't get invited. And they said no. Because I'm gonna be honest. That was ill. Cash Money, let me give Cash Money they motherfucking props. They motherfucking came out and destroyed. And at this time, people did not understand what the South was.
Yeah, facts.
They did not understand. Facts. And these motherfuckers
we
came
knew what it was in the South.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because it was. I'm just saying, you act like all the people in the South nigga couldn't wait to claim that. It's true. For real, we had to go back and because it was certain cities where the Rock, you know what I'm saying, closed out, and then there was certain cities,
Rough Riders.
We had to close out because they couldn't come behind us.
The Midwest, the South.
That's what was genius about that tour.
It was like that, that East Coast side, that whole, that you know what I'm saying, like. Yeah, and I didn't even understand, and all that back then. Motherfuckers want to go first, motherfuckers want to go last, motherfuckers want to go out, all this and all that. Like, just let me just perform. The money ain't gonna change.
Give me the time.
Let me get up there. I'm up there. You gonna knock this shit out. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, man. Cause they had an incredible show. We had an incredible show, you know what I'm saying? We pull out the helicopters, you know what I'm saying? And, the whole busting out the road, you know what I'm saying? And then X, coming out in the cage.
You being humble, but I'm not gonna be humble for you.
And
that was one of the best hip hop tours ever invented in life. Being humble.
Facts.
I fuck with you,
facts.
I fuck with in the most beautifulest way ever because you're being humble, and I respect that.
It's all love.
But that's the best hip hop. That's one of the best hip hop tours.
It was super dope, bro.
I beg to be back on that show.
It was super dope, man. I ain't lying. I ain't never been that's one of the highlights of my career for real. I
only was on 2 dates and it's a highlight of my career. So okay, good, next one.
Let's see what we got here. Mac or Mr. Servon?
Mac. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shell Shock is a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like Mac is like our Nas. You know what I mean? Like, man, ain't nobody, man, lyrically, lyrically, man, that nigga Mac, man, you ever listen to Shell Shock? Or any of his, man, Mac is one of the best lyricists, I'm talking about Mac. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
We ain't got a Silk the Shocker question in there? you know Silk the Shocker beat me in every category ever in the Source Awards.
And he reminds us every time.
I tell him that too. Every time I see Silk the Shocker. Nigga beat me in every category.
Oh, yeah. What year this was?
1998, the best year of my life. Nigga, how the fuck Silk the Shocker beat me in every category?
What did they tell you? Why? Why did he...
Nigga, I still got beef with Benzino to this day. Well, I just argue with him for no reason. I'm like, nigga, you let Shocker beat me. I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. Go ahead.
Manny Fresh or KLC?
Manny Fresh. I'm answering that. And I'm going to take a shot for that.
No. I ain't gonna lie though, bro. That's a draw. You heard me?
He said both.
Like,
Let's drink to that.
That's
yeah, we drink that.
You heard me?
Get it to me again. Let's drink to that. You ain't even got to answer. You ain't got to answer.
Okay, my bad.
I ain't even about to go there.
I got your back,
you heard
dog.
me? That's a draw. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
Yeah, man. You know, I love Fresh to death, man. Fresh created my sound. You know, he you know, I never rapped on another beat outside of Manny Fresh till like I was on my 6th solo album. You know what I mean? Like Manny Fresh produced every song that I ever recorded on, from, you know, True Story, Chopper City is All on You Volume 1, All on You Volume 2. You know, Chopper City in the Ghetto, Checkmate, you know, and when I left Cash Money, that's when I started, you know, working with other producers and, you know, vibing with other producers and, you know, just getting on other sounds and just whatever. So, you know, Fresh is near and dear, you know, to my heart. Like, I love him and everything, you know, that he done for me. Like, you know, my biggest records, you know what I mean, is Manny Fresh records, you know what I mean? But man, KLC is a legend too in our city, man. And KLC then created, you know, some hot ass records for me too, like the Don't Talk to Me, and you know, like, yeah, man. And I love both of them, bro, man. They both my brothers, man. So you know, I'm just going to
I'm gonna take another shot for that. That's just
that's
okay. I already took a shot, and look,
I got 30 motherfuckers over here. Y'all take a shot. I'm good. I got you,
vibe
man.
tonight. Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
All right. Get It How You Live or Guerrilla Warfare?
Guerrilla warfare.
Hands down.
Guerrilla warfare, man. Hands down, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Get It How You Live. You know, that was, you know, that's
the Hot Boys album, right?
That's the first Hot Boys album.
Okay.
And then Guerrilla Warfare is, you know, the second Hot Boys album, but that Guerrilla Warfare different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, don't get me wrong, like, Get It How You Live hot, and that joint jamming, but you could pop that Guerrilla Warfare and just
like
let
dope.
that
Like y'all would polish that, like what?
Like,
yeah,
we had all found our swag, found our flow, found our vibe. Like, yeah, that Guerrilla Warfare, him.
Yeah, because I have so much more.
Go, man, go.
No, you know why? Because you know why? Actually, looking from an outsider looking in, I got to see, from an outsider looking in, I got to see y'all grow. And I got to see y'all grow individually.
Right.
To tell you the truth, I'm being honest, I love Wayne. I didn't see Wayne being a superstar at that time.
Yeah, facts. There's a lot of people feel that way. You know what I mean?
I didn't see that.
He was a little kid. Like, he was a little baby.
I'm not saying he wasn't a superstar.
But he was...
Yeah.
And you know, just to do what he was able to do without the cursing and you know, to keep up with us is, you know, Juvie was a little older than, you know what I'm saying, all of us, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was
he had a mean fade. He had a mean fade,
you know
too.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, Wayne was really the little broski, man. Like, you know, we did everything we could to, you know, just protect him and keep him, but... You know, he was right there just, you know, witnessing it all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was out there wilding, on dope, doing this, doing that, thugging. You know what I mean? Like, but, man, that was, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he got to see it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and he just was able to just, man, just, you know, take something from each and every last one of us. He used to hear so many stories, witness so many events, be around so much action, at a young age without having to be in.
Like he flipped it creatively.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
At one point when he said everyone left Cash Money, and then he said that he held it down. How did you feel when he said that? Because
I mean, he did. It was at one point, like when Cash Money, when we just restarted it, and the UNLV days was over, the Lil Slim days was over, the Miss T, all that, and it was just me, you know what I mean? And Baby was like, man, here, you know what I'm saying? We gonna, we're gonna put the label on your back, you know what I mean? It's your turn, you know what I mean? And we came with the and it used to be a gangster bounce label, like where it was, bounce records, mixed with a little gangster shit, but that Chopper City album was like the first, real hip hop album, on Cash Money Records, and it took off. The way that it took off. So, I understand, the pressure, and everything, that was on his shoulders, because I had it on mine, at 16.
Because at one point it was all on you.
It was only me.
Yeah.
Like, the Hot Boys was built around me.
Yep.
And Juve.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But really me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really you.
Yeah, man, cause I was already
understood
4
the pressure
albums
that
in.
he had.
Yeah, I was already 4 albums in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I was well established, as a solo artist, you know what I mean? And then bam, we built the Hot Boys, and that did what it did, and then Juvie, already, was a solo, but it's just, that Hot Boy shit just really was able to, showcase us, as individual artists and as a solid group, and just push that unity that we was pushing at that time. And I think damn, man, like just going, but just thinking back and just reliving all that. It's just
because that's the difference between you guys and every other label was you actually have 4 albums.
Yeah.
I think Wayne had like 2 albums. I think Juvie,
for the Hot Boys.
No, yeah. No, not one. He had 1 album, right?
Nah,
he had a mixtape.
He got his first. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Me and Wayne was a group called the BGs. You know what I'm saying? The first BGs album was me and Wayne as a group.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then, God bless the dead, rest in peace to Rabbit. When before Rabbit got killed, he ended up, he wanted to invest in Wayne himself. And put Wayne out, himself. So he ended up taking Wayne from Cash Money, and then that's when Baby and Slim decided to just drop the Z and just call me BG. You know what I mean? So that's where the BG come from. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Wayne started as a group called the BGs, Baby Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And then when Rabbit ended up getting killed, Miss Sita.
That's Baby brother, Rabbit?
Nah, Rabbit. Nah, that's Wayne's stepdaddy.
Okay, yeah.
That's what Wayne always talking about in the Stones. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Rabbit. And yeah, that's his stepdad. So once when Rabbit got killed, Miss Sita ended up, letting Wayne, come back to the label, and then that's when we, formed the Hot Boys.
Thanks.
You got more?
Yeah, we got a lot more.
I got a lot more. I'm so weird.
Boys in the Hood are menace to society.
Fuck, man.
Hood niggas always have a problem with this.
Hood
niggas always have menace to society. Well,
Yeah,
old
man.
dog? That's old dog?
Bro, you
That's
know
old.
everybody thought they was old dog. Everybody wanted to be old dog. I want to grow the little whoops and all that. You heard
I'm
me?
trying to grow it right now. That was fine.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, like boys in the hood got a mean message in it. You hear me? And I didn't even really get the message till years later. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, I didn't even really get the message that Lawrence Fishburne, you know, was pushing about the regentification, you know, in the hood. You know what I mean? Like,
All right,
let me stop, man.
Trick Daddy or Rick Ross?
Man, I gotta go with Trick, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like Trick the mayor, man, of Miami, man, of Florida, period. Like for real. Like
I think Rick Ross will pick Trick.
Like Trick, you know, did so much, you know what I'm saying, just for Florida and just putting, you know what I'm saying, Florida on the map and just that thug holiday, like, you know, he paved the way for niggas like Ross, you know what I mean? So I gotta go with Trick, man.
This nigga answered that shit correct. I think even Rick Ross is gonna watch this and be like, yep. He is correct. Go ahead, continue.
Clips or Dog Pound?
This is a good one. I ain't got nothing to do with this one. I ain't got shit to do with this one.
Damn, the Clips of Dog Pound, man. I gotta go with my dog Corrupt and Dance, man. Know what I'm saying? Bitch, you got some pound heads. Bitch, you got some pound heads. You know what I mean?
Let's take a shot. Come on,
let's go.
Let's take a shot.
I got the,
trying to give me
that DP shit, man. Come on, man. That
I ain't gonna lie. I even think Clips will pick the Dog Pound over them. Yes,
come on, man. Nah, facts. Man, I fuck with Clips, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I gotta go with DPC, man. You heard
You
me?
got some bomb ass.
Nah, that was my shit. Hey, I told Dez I want the remix of that joint. You heard me? On my mama, I told him that. You heard me? I gotta bring that joint back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Your school be texting me. You be missing a lot of days. I'm not playing. Look, this nigga missed a day. Look, AGJ, Thursday, 14th. Your child was missing. Look,
man, hold up.
it's
man.
fucked up that you with me.
That's crazy though. Like that's how they rock it. So you can get
they
the
text the
message.
nigga now.
They messaging me now.
Hey, so it ain't really
You
no
lucky
rules
you
for to be
with me, but
playing
in
like
my
that.
mind, I'm like, this nigga's fucking up. But he with me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, am I making him fuck up?
But it's just that's how the school system is. They just gonna automatically do it.
Come with a text. Now I'm looking at this nigga like, yo, man, how you ain't go to school? He looking at me back like,
He's like, because of you,
I'm with you. I'm not enjoying this.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, would you rather be feared or loved?
Damn, love, man.
Make a little Machiavelli.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, facts, man. I'd rather be loved, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rap City or
Real
Yo
love.
MTV Raps?
Rap City. Rap City. I come up in that Rap City era, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, UMTV Raps I love, you know what I'm saying? Fair Fine Freddy, you know what I'm saying? And that whole, you know what I'm saying? I was a, you know what I'm saying? I was a pup. You know what I'm saying? But I used to watch, you know what I'm saying, UMTV Raps
UMTV
too.
Rap?
With the Rap City, the basement, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's my era.
Rap City.
Scarface or Ice Cube?
Excuse me?
Scarface or Ice Cube?
Really?
I know
That's a
he's
good
gonna
one.
take
That's
this
a good
personal.
Come on, man, bro.
I know he's gonna take this
His
personal.
face.
Okay.
This is the diary. Like, Mr. Scarface is back. Like.
Okay, all right. So hold on. Let me ask you.
I love Cube. Like, but
Hold on,
face.
because I start with Scarface with the diary too.
Yeah.
And people tell me,
Ghetto Boys.
I gotta start
I'll
with
go back to Ghetto Boys if you
But
can.
Big facts. Big facts.
Scarface, the Diary album is one of my favorite albums.
It's one of the best albums of all time.
On my mama.
But it was kind of like a newer generation. It was kind of like it was on Def Jam after he signed to Def Jam. So Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think
that wasn't the one on Def Jam. The fix
it was the fix. Yeah,
Diary was on Rap a Lot still.
Facts.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for correcting me, because my fans would have killed us.
Nah, big facts.
They'd have been like,
N.O.R.E.
Yeah, they would have been
behind that.
And the fix is a good album too on Def Jam.
That's my favorite Scarface album.
Oh yeah,
Not the
that
Diary.
was the double, right? That was the double jump, right?
I don't think it was a double.
Well, it was one of them that was a double though.
It was
right either after that or before that. It was after that. It was
okay.
that,
What was it? Come on, Google it, motherfucker.
Damn,
You got your
bro,
phone in
my
your hand.
I think of my homies or something. My homies, yeah.
My homies
the one with him and Pac, though. That's the one with him and Pac, right?
I think that was the double disc. The one with
That was the double disc?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. But
So you picking Scarface over Q?
Scarface, one of the best lyricists to ever touch him.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's over Q.
Like,
No, I say that one of the best lyricists, but to
No, I'm
me,
saying over Q.
I couldn't say that.
I mean-
you know I'm a Q fan. Death Certificate,
Because Q was gonna
America's
text
Most
you.
Wanted.
yeah.
Q was going to text this nigga like, word.
You putting out over Q, right? Over Q. You let me know.
Yeah, you putting him on the spot.
But Face is right there.
Yeah,
right.
nah, Face right there.
and
Nah,
Q.
man, listen,
Yeah.
nah, Face.
And he never got his due, because I
I ain't gonna lie.
think they look down on him from being from the South, but he's one of the
Absolutely.
best lyricists.
And I'm talking about like
yeah.
when it comes to storytelling,
Yeah.
bro, don't nobody tell stories like Face.
No.
Ain't a better ghetto story than my mind's playing tricks on me. There's no better story. There's no better story.
Real, bro.
Like to this day, my mom be playing tricks on me.
Man, nah.
Yeah,
And the
it's
video.
still-
The
come
video was sick, like, but
And then you ain't realize
Man.
Bushwick Bill's like he'll snuff you with a little arm.
Bushwick Bill.
That's hard. That's
And
hard.
Willie D's too.
It's hard. It's hard.
nah, facts.
Yeah.
Nah, ghetto boys, they really like, you know, it's niggas like us, like
Yeah,
that's
no,
standing
they
on their
introduced
shoulders.
New
Yeah, they
Orleans.
paved
You
the
know what I'm
way.
saying?
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, you
Because
got
were they from the third ward? They was
They
from the fifth ward. Fifth ward.
They from
Okay.
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Fifth ward, Texas.
Yeah, nah,
So
facts.
that's the first time we heard wards.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Nah,
the first
yeah,
time
facts.
a lot of
First time we heard
yeah,
wards.
that's true.
And
We have more wars. We have more
We got more wars than them, yeah.
Okay.
They got wars, but they don't just rep them like
Right,
that. Like
nah.
they rep, you know what I mean?
Can y'all explain to us, like people from the East Coast, what is an actual ward?
A ward is basically
That's the ghetto?
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
It's like I wouldn't say a county, but a district.
Yeah.
It's a district. You know what I mean? It's the district. It's
basically it's a voting district. It's where you go to vote. You feel me? But you know, us as street niggas, we took it. You heard me, bitch. We voting over here. This where we at. I'm from the third wall.
Right.
Come your ass over here. We voting over here. This one 17 wall. You heard me? Voting over here 8 wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's the originality
your
of
vote.
it. Right. That's the originality. We took it. The streets. You know what I'm saying? We made it our.
Right.
You know, this our
Facts.
own. This my
Facts.
domain, bitch.
Cause like, you know, you got some niggas, you know, rep east side, west
Yeah.
side, you know, north side, south side, you know what I mean? And like in Atlanta, they got zone 1, you know, zone 2, zone 3, 4, 5, 6.
And in New York, we got boroughs.
And y'all got boroughs, exactly.
But
you know,
everywhere
everywhere else got counties.
Counties. We the only one that got parishes,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, you got Orleans Parish.
So a zone
Jefferson
and a parish is the same thing, or no?
No.
Okay, I'm asking.
I think
A zone is like
a
a county,
county and a
yeah.
parish. Is
Alright, so
the same
Everywhere's
thing.
different. Like Miami-Dade County's
But
only
like
county.
y'all the only
And then
ones got
some, you know what I'm saying?
boroughs. We the only one got parishes.
But it's
Everybody
actually
else
called a
got
county.
counties.
A borough is actually called a county.
That's
so
what
it's
I'm
the same
saying.
as that
So,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
so yeah. So a parish is a county, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Swiss Beats or Timberland?
Swizzy.
Analog or digital?
Who?
Analog or digital? Recording, if you were recording.
If I was recording,
Did you like
analog or digital? So analog is more old school, like you know what I'm saying. And digital is this new way. I think I'll go digital.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's more convenient, more easier, more. Yeah, I'm gonna go digital.
The Source or Double XL?
Man, shout out to Vanessa, man. See what I'm saying? I got
Oh, Vanessa, white girl Vanessa.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vanessa, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No, man, like,
wrong of me.
shout out to Vanessa.
Shout out to
Man,
Vanessa.
listen,
She got that Soldier Slim in the office.
Vanessa said, man, listen, she been rocking with me since day one, man.
Yeah, she got a big picture.
She
Slim in the
used to
office.
write me when I was in jail.
and all that, man.
Yeah.
Vanessa, man, that's my homie, man. I gotta go double XL.
Okay. So who you?
Mystical or magic?
Mystical or magic? Damn. I mean, lyrically and just, yeah, I gotta go mystical. Yeah.
I love the New Orleans love. That they love, like I love when you interview a person from New Orleans, it's just like I'm interviewing a Brooklyn person. Like they love other New Orleans. Let me finish my drink though.
Was Mystical from New Orleans? I thought he was from outside of New Orleans.
Mystical out of 12. Mm-hmm.
Kevin Gates or Boosie?
That's a good one.
Oh man,
I drank to it. Hey, you ain't gotta answer that. You ain't gotta answer that. I'm gonna drink to that. We ain't on even. Hey. Let's drink on that. You feel me? Y'all ready? Let's drink on that. Shout out to Gates. Shout out to Boosie, man.
Who he said? Kevin Gates or Boosie?
Yeah, Boosie.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna keep that right there. It's down, dog.
That's fire.
Definitely.
Listen, man,
Tell us.
But when I first came home, you know, Gates was one of the first dudes to, you know, feature me, you know what I'm saying, on a big record.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shoot a video with me, you know what I'm saying, give me a shot, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, just get back out there, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up at the video shoot, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, slapped 20 grand in my hand, like, man, here, man, welcome home, man, this for you, you know what I'm saying? Just on some, you know, super, you know what I'm saying, like one of the realest niggas, you know what I'm saying, in this shit.
I love Kevin Gates.
Shout out to my brother Kevin Gates. Shout out to Gates. Shout out to Gates. Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And I love Gates, man. And Boosie, man, when I was locked up, you know what I'm saying? Boo used to, you know, look out for my mama for me, you know, on holidays and Mother's Days and, you know, whatever I needed or whatever I called and asked him for, you know what I'm saying? He sent it for me, you know what I'm saying? He used to buy me cell phones in that joint and, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 yards. So,
we not picking.
When I came, you heard
we
me?
not
Like,
picking.
I love both of my brothers. You heard
we
me?
not picking.
Yeah, we ain't drink.
No,
we drinking again.
Nah, I love both of
We
my
drinking
brothers.
again.
This nigga trying to get me drunk for real, bro. This nigga right here. Hey, well, let's drink again. Let's go. Let's go, nigga.
I wasn't playing around. We celebrate.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We celebrating BG. I really want to give you your flowers, brother.
Real
Thank
talk.
you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Nah, that's love, man. That's love, bro. That's love.
There ain't a lot of real people in this game. And when I know the real people in this game, and I can recognize them and I can see that they deserve their flowers, I have to do that.
Nah,
This is what this show was about. And I spoke to you, was it you, on the phone?
Oh, that big Alvin.
Alvina.
Big Alvina.
Let's give it up for
I know we're from the same place because my heart is there with you. So I know that. So when I called yesterday, E, I don't know if you know, okay. I called yesterday and I said, yo, let me tell you something. There ain't a lot of people. And then they said, yo, you know, federal parole or whatever, because I think you're still on federal parole.
Yeah, I still got a few months left.
And I said, fuck that. I'm dead in my vacation. Did my barber come and cut me up? I don't even know. Yeah, because I was like,
You still on vacation?
nigga, my grades was crazy. I was like, I can't be out here doing the BG and the interview with all my grades out here. I'm sorry. No, I was like, yo, let me get my barber.
Yeah.
But again, I promise you, I really sincerely want you to understand how much you how much you mean to the rap game.
Nah, man, thank you, bro.
And I know you don't know because sometimes I'm saying it and you just sitting there and you like.
Because I'm just so humble, like, and just so laid back and cool, and
but
you know what I mean.
Can I not be humble for you?
Yeah.
Can I be like the guy for you? Me and my partner that's right here. We want to give people they flowers while they're alive.
Nah,
we want to give they flowers while they can smell them.
Facts.
They trees while they can inhale them. They thoughts while they can think them.
Yeah.
And they drinks while they can drink them.
Nah.
Yeah, we got more.
And we will not stop what we're doing.
Man, I got your back, man. If I tell you I got your back, I got your back.
He's like, you got more.
What's my nigga name again?
Oh, we got you, Booby.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Booby might come with me later. We gotta get you your
flowers. I go all the way back to the
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Let's get it.
All right, Miami or LA?
Oh man, I ain't even gonna lie though, bro. I love yams, bro. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? You heard me? I got to come now, big yammy. You heard me? Yeah, man.
Great choice.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, facts.
Well, I mean, I'm both anyway.
Facts.
You know I'm from Miami.
And I ain't gonna lie though, man. Like
you 17 years.
Before we got our deal, man, Florida was a state, you know what I'm saying, that been supporting me since day one. Before we got our deal, you know, I was moving units, you know what I'm saying, in Florida. I'm talking about like doing shows up and down Florida from Pensacola to Miami, man. So yeah, man, Florida, man, Miami, man, yeah, man. Shout out to the 305. Shout out to the 305, man. You heard me? Big facts.
Love it. All right, UGK or Ghetto Boys?
I gotta stay out of this.
Man, come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I just let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, that face, you know what I'm saying, you know, was, you know what I'm saying, but I got, man, rest in peace, PMC, man.
Rest in
You heard
peace,
me?
PMC.
Like UGK, man. You heard me? Like Underground Kings, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bun B was on my first album, Chopper City, man. Like, that was the... Yeah, man, like that's the shoulders I'm standing on. Niggas like Ghetto Boys and UGK and, you know, A-Ball and MJG and, you know, 3-6 Mafia and, you know, all in the, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the niggas I come up under, man. But, yeah, man, I gotta go UGK with that one, man. You heard me? Rest in peace, Chad, man. Rest in peace, Big Chad.
That was good.
EPMD or Gangstar?
It's an East Coast question.
Bro. EPMD, bro. I got to go.
Arrogant Price making dollars.
Yeah, and I was a baby then. You hear me? Know what I'm saying? But I remember EPMD a little bit more than I remember Gangstar, man. You heard me? That's a fact.
Okay. All right, now this is the last one. You want to say it?
No. Oh, loyalty or...
Yeah.
Okay, loyalty or respect?
Loyalty, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. I think loyalty, you know, go a long way, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and you know, motherfuckers definitely want their respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I give, you know, everybody their respect. You know what I mean? Whether I like them or don't like them. You know what I mean? But you know, loyalty just means something different to a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely go with
So let's take a shot for it.
Let's take a shot because I gotta go over the last.
Nah, bad. You put my Kool-Aid in that joke.
Yeah, get your Kool-Aid.
Bow. You heard me?
Let me ask you something. Hold on, let me ask him. You started at what age? You was mad young. So how old were you when you started rhyming?
How did you know? This nigga's a legend.
Who?
He moved at the exact same time. He knew this nigga's a legend. This is...
You said 13? That's when you first started penning lyrics?
Yeah. My daddy got killed when I was 12, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think that was like one of the first songs I wrote was about my daddy, man. You know what I mean? You know, just talking about him, right? And I was always a fan of, you know, New Orleans music and New Orleans hip hop, but you know, I think it just was a part of me just journaling for real. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I was like, man, I'm gonna write a song, man, and I think I wrote a verse about my daddy, and then I just kept writing.
Because you said you was a fan of New Orleans music, but specific artists, because you were like, you and Juvie to me were more lyrical than most at the time in the region.
Yeah.
So where did who were you listening to that kind of inspired that?
New Orleans wise?
In general, who was inspiring you lyrically?
Oh man, like Tupac, Spice One.
Ooh, Spice, yeah.
You know, Ghetto Boys, UGK, Pimp Daddy, you know, UNLV, Partners in Crime, like, you know, I used MC Thick, like I used Ricky B, LOG, like I was listening to a lot of, you know, New Orleans music, but then I also, you know, baby had me listening to Cool G rap, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
he had you listening to it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like to study it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, baby. Like when I was like, you know, 13, 14, like, you know, baby used to make me listen to a lot of Cool G rap. You know what I mean? Just to...
Yo, I can see that now.
No,
I can see
But you know, there's a lot of Southern artists that have said, like Trick has said that he was into Cool G rap, I believe.
You know what? I forgot about that part. You're correct.
I think there's a couple folks that have said that out here.
You're correct.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, that's gangster rap. That's the original.
Big face,
Yeah.
get your Kool-Aid pack and all. You know, that's where I get all that from. You know what I'm saying? I get that from Cool G rap. You know what I'm saying? Like he was on his shit like way back then. And yeah, nah, baby used to make me listen to, you know, Cool G rap and, you know, just different shit, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, I was a kid, man, and I was, you know, just trying to find my voice, you know, find my swag, find my flow. So I just used to eat up, you know, all type of different shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You remember doing the video with Prodigy?
Absolutely.
That was probably one of the biggest things for Queens, right?
Nah, that was one of the biggest things for me, like coming from the South. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's Mobb Deep.
Right.
This is Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for them to even much reach out to a nigga and ask, that really was kind of, you know, one of them, you know, points in a nigga career where a nigga feel like, damn, they hear us up there. Like, damn, we really made it. Like, you know, like, niggas fucking with us now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I
you
love
know,
this.
first
I
you
love
used to
this.
be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like y'all look down on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of embracing a nigga.
Hey, man.
Like, you know what I mean?
I tell him all the time. He don't believe it.
Yeah, man. And it was like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like this.
But it's factual history.
Wait, hold on, because now you're making his point.
When Prodigy, like,
Called. Okay.
that shit meant the world to a nigga, man.
Right.
You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, like rest in peace, Prodigy, man.
Rest
you know
in peace,
what I'm saying?
Prodigy.
Like big facts, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
but you didn't realize that you deserved that opportunity. You didn't know.
I mean, I felt like, you know, that I deserved it, but for real, we was in a mind frame like, man, we fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying? We doing us. You know what I'm saying? And we just, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's just the attitude that we had, right?
That's the attitude I had.
Because, you know what I'm saying? We like, man, look, we gonna make these niggas respect us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how nigga be, nigga young.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
The nigga just, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga wasn't even tripping. Like, man, we getting money, man. You know what I'm saying? We here, you know what I'm saying? We getting these plaques. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't seeing us, nigga. We, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, they see us. They act like they don't see us.
But this the first.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that the first time that you felt like New York was embracing you? Or
I ain't gonna lie, like when you reached out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, I reached out.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
reached out
Yeah,
2
you
years
reached
ago
out.
earlier.
Yeah, nah, but that's a fact. Like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, N.O.R.E reached out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Prodigy didn't reached out. You know, Jay-Z reached out. You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z
We on this
came
cash
a
money.
year later. I'm gonna be honest.
You just driving that home.
Nah, you was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was
early.
Nah, big facts.
Tell him
Big
I'm
facts.
early.
Big
Tell him
facts.
I'm early, BG. I was like, I'm sorry. I gotta take my props. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Facts,
right now,
facts,
right over here. Good.
But yeah,
that's
man,
real shit.
that really, you know, kind of made a nigga feel, you know, a little bit more comfortable, and you know what I mean, like, and not just comfortable, just, you know what I'm saying, like, all right, we here now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's official.
Beautiful to hear
You know what
you
I'm
say
saying?
that, but it's also like not beautiful to hear you say that because we really embraced you in New York. Like you were our artist in New York.
And you know it's crazy.
Did you know
see
that
it now,
though?
Like years later, like, you know what I'm
In
saying?
retrospect,
As I got
you see
older,
it,
right? You know what I'm saying? And just creating relationships.
I wish you knew that. I wish you knew that
niggas,
then.
You know what I mean? But you know how you like New York, the Mecca, you know what I'm saying, the hip hop, you know what I mean?
And you thinking we ain't fucking with you. Keep it real.
I mean, now I'm keeping it real, bro.
I feel like you about to say yes. I ain't. But nah, you know what? Fuck it. Hurt my feelings right now. Because this is not how we felt about you. This is not how we felt about.
But remember,
us,
we've explained it to you. It wasn't you guys. It was the industry at a whole.
You know, where there's no limit. You know, like I'm gonna just say, Master P or Jermaine Dupri. Or Birdman, you know what I'm saying, Lil J, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you got all these, you know, down south, you know what I'm saying, like,
even Luke
legendary,
down here. Everybody,
you know what I mean, Luke, you know what I'm saying, like, and but all you hear is, you know, Puffy and Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And Suge, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't give, you know, niggas like P and Birdman and Jermaine Dupri and Lil J, you know what I'm saying? They props and they done just as much or even more than all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I be feeling like it be a bias there. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to, you know what I'm saying, Southern, you know, legendary entrepreneur type niggas versus East Coast
100%.
or West Coast.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying, niggas? You feel me? But it's cool though. We ain't tripping.
You ain't see Luke what he's been saying? He want to celebrate the 40 years of Southern hip hop.
Yeah. Huh?
Luke been saying he want to celebrate 40 years of Southern hip hop.
Nah, big
Okay,
facts.
can I say something?
Big facts.
Can I say something?
Big facts.
And I'm gonna represent for the whole East Coast for this moment. Maybe I can never represent for East Coast ever in a moment like this ever again. We loved Southern hip hop. We appreciated Southern hip hop.
No, facts.
It's that we couldn't put it on the forefront at that time.
Yeah.
We just didn't.
Yeah.
So how y'all, what is that shit called?
Comprehend?
How y'all comprehended it was wrong.
No, it's not. It's not wrong, man. It's not wrong at all, man.
Just hate.
No, it's not wrong. I was working it. I was a DJ active at the time. I'm going to New York to get records. I was interacting with people.
Nah.
Okay. I'm telling you. Okay. And by the way,
And it's not you. It was the industry. The industry was built in New York, so it was New York centric.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
Yes,
The radio, the hip hop radio was centralized in New York. Then you had Atlanta and LA, but New York still controlled most of it. In LA, there was like competing. The South was left.
Even with media and all that. Like,
Everything. The Swords, Double XL, everything.
Exactly.
You had to go to New York.
He voted for Vanessa.
So who you think they hired? They hired everybody in New York.
XXL. He immediately Vanessa.
Because you know what I mean. Like that's somebody who embraced us.
Was embracing us.
Yeah, facts.
And by the way, neither of y'all are incorrect.
We know.
But what makes y'all incorrect was y'all blaming the actual people.
No, we're not.
Nah.
We're blaming the infrastructure. That's what I'm blaming.
That's what the infrastructure, right?
It's New York centric, so they come up from that angle.
I'm saying even what that was the first source of when Andre 3,
he said the South got something to say.
South got something to say.
You gonna bring that up? Come on,
like
that's where we going with it. You ain't even drinking and you fucking up. Come on. gonna bring that up, bitch? Damn.
He's sober drunk.
No, but you're right though.
Nah,
you're right.
you see what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
And niggas been doing numbers. You know, niggas been, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I can't speak for the whole East Coast, right?
You know what I'm saying?
But what I can speak for is the
we
people
loved the show.
that loved it. And let me just tell you something. Cash Money came and fucked with me. They came and seen me. Lil Wayne came and fucked with me.
Facts.
BG came and fucked with me. Juvenile came and fucked with me. David Banner came and fucked with me.
Nah.
Crooked Letters?
Crooked Letters came and fucked with me. So I want to tell y'all, I love y'all.
One of them niggas, like
that's
nigga
right.
had to fuck with you.
So let me keep let me give myself my flowers.
Like
let me,
nigga had respect
so let me tell you
for
something.
you. Like nigga, this N.O.R.E.
every
like what the fuck?
So I respect when y'all say maybe a East Coast nigga ain't fuck with you, but can y'all respect when you say the East Coast nigga did love y'all?
Yeah, nah, facts.
Like, of course.
That's why we have drink champs. Because I'm from Miami, you're from New York. We obviously created drink champs.
Nah, facts.
You kind of shut me up. You kind of shut me up.
I'm just saying.
I like that. Well, let's get back to beach. No, but you let me just tell you something. And I don't want to say you the realest with the N-word, right? I don't want to say that, right?
Yeah, facts. I get it.
But you kept it real. You stood still. And you're the only one that I've ever seen say anything about a record label and they forgive them in the most respectful way ever. By the way, I don't think there will ever be another one of you. But it's real, it's honesty, and do you understand how real that shit is? Or you don't?
I mean, now that you're kind of like I'm taking it in right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. I get it.
Because when that record came out, right, I was like, damn, why would BG do that, right? This is me. I'm like, he came home, they accepted him. Oh, man. Why the hell did he do that? And then 2 weeks later, they accepted you back. I said, this is the only nigga in the world. No, that is so fucking dope.
Yeah, nah, man.
And you said, this is what's your words, and you could correct me if you want. Said,
but I let it be known in there, in the song.
You said
like that.
You said,
you know what I'm saying? Like
I had to get this off my chest.
You heard me?
And I was like,
yeah, man, like it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no off, you know what I'm saying? But you dig? Like, yeah, and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you heard me? Like, stand on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, look, we're gonna leave that alone, let that go. You know what I'm saying? Cause we done already left that alone, let that go.
But just ask me, when y'all first met up, because everybody gotta be like, nigga, what happened? And was there
bro, man, listen, like at the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I love Birdman. That's my
man, I love him too, man. Yes. You heard me? But nigga know like that I'm just ignorant, bro. I'm just the young, bad, rebellious, you know, child that's just liable to say anything at any given time. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna always come from the heart. You know what I'm saying? And man, look, you either like it or love it. You gotta love me for who I am, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bitch. Give me a hug. You know what I'm saying?
I'm giving you a hug right now. Nigga, get up. That was a hug. That's the greatest way. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate you. This is your host. This is your podcast. This is your everything. Holy moly guacamole. Yo, we did
Hey.
And I'm
Taking a
gonna
picture.
make sure you got my
Oh
number.
yeah.
All right,
Let's do that.
Corta.
Yeah.